We would like to welcome everybody back to practicallyandroid.com, where we go through practical and beneficial ways to use your Android in everyday life. So today I'm going to show you guys how to calculate a mortgage payment. And you might be asking yourself, this is an Android blog. What's going on? Well, I'm going to show you how I did it with my Android. My wife and I are actually looking. We're in the market for a new home. It'll be our very first home ever, and we're super excited about it. But as we were looking for homes, you know, there were some that were like 150 and some that were 250. We weren't sure where to start, what would be an accurate number. And as we would go with our realtor to look at different houses, it was all kind of guesswork, you know. And I was like, surely there has to be an app that can facilitate my immediate necessity. And in fact there was. One of my friends from school who was also in the market looking for a home showed me this app, and I was like, man, I gotta highlight it. And it's called Karls Mortgage Calculator. And I really like it for a couple of reasons. Now it does have ads, so you know, it's a free app. So anyway, if you're absolutely against ads on your app, then I am sorry, because there's not a free version. But anyway, the reason this is really cool, because there's so many different variables when you're trying to calculate what your monthly mortgage payment is going to be, because really that's kind of the bottom line. That's where the what's that saying, where the road hits the pavement, and if you can't make that payment, then you're going to be in some trouble. So so basically, and you can find these kinds of mortgage calculators on the internet, but this is better just because it's in your pocket wherever you are. So as you're looking for different homes, or if you're just sitting in your house looking through the MLS listings, then excuse me, then you can use this as well. But like I said, figuring out how much your payment's going to be is kind of a complex calculation. So what I'm going to show you first, this input tab. Basically, you put down you know, what the property is listed at, so 250, and then you can put down how much your down payment is going to be. Let's say, oh, I'm going to do 10,000. Enter. And it'll calculate what percentage that was. Or, for example, if you're going to do an FHA loan, one of the things you can do, actually, I'm going to go back. If you don't know how much you need to put down, you just know that you need 3.5%, like you do for FHA loans. You can just put the percentage, and it calculates how much the payment would be. Then it just automatically does the calculation. Okay, if the property's worth this much, if the property's worth this much, the down payment is this much, your principal is this much, what's the interest rate? Well, right now things are about 4%, so we'll put that in. And then it's cool, it tells you the payment. But that's not really all you need to worry about, because that's just the mortgage payment. You might have HOA, you will have annual insurance, you'll have taxes. So that's kind of cool that you can put that in there. So let's say the HOA might be something like $115 every month. The monthly, like if you have private mortgage insurance, let's say that's going to be $50 a month. That's what I use the other for. The annual insurance, I don't know, let's say it's $20 a month. I'm totally guessing on these numbers. The annual tax, so this information you can find on the MLS listing. Let's say for this property it's $1,500. And then what's really cool is you have this payment right here. Excuse me, you have the payment right here in green, but then it gives you your total after, you know, your monthly HOA, your monthly, the annual insurance is probably more than 20 bucks. The annual, again, I'm just totally guessing on this. You would just have to do some research and find the actual figures. But then it tells you, okay, $1,491.76. And the reason I find this so useful is because if you're looking for a home and looking for the MLS, usually if you're looking on the website, it'll say, oh, your calculated mortgage payment is this. And they're going to give you this payment, or the payment amount, the $1,151.76. And then let's say you save up your pennies and you get to closing, or you start trying to, you know, put bids on homes, and then they start calculating really how much you're going to pay, and you're like, oh, $14.91, that's way out of our budget, that's not going to be cool. So anyway, that's how just this one facet of this app is already super useful, and we're just getting started. The other cool thing is it kind of tells you, actually, let me show you this. These other tabs will do these are called amortization tables. And try saying that 10 times fast, but basically it tells you what the breakup is of the payments you're going to make, how much is going to payment, how much is going to principal, how much is going to interest, and how much your balance will be reduced by each year. So you can kind of see that, okay, well, according to this payment, then I'll be done on the year 2041. Awesome. Oops. Well, but you can, on the bottom here, this part, you have like extra payments. So let's say that you do your payment, you're going to try to just add $200 a month extra every month. And it's let's see, 12 times 30 is a lot of months. But basically you tell it when you're going to start making the extra payments and when you're going to end. So actually, I hate doing math in front of people, so I'm just going to pull out my calculator. So 12 times 30, that's 360. So let's say that we are going to start on month 1 and end on month 360. So basically we're just adding an extra $200 every month. And then if you go to table, look at that. So instead of finishing in 2041, I'm going to finish in the year 2034, which is really cool. Now, if you're not a numbers person, you can just hit the graph link, and it'll show you how long it'll take to finish. It just kind of shows you what percentage will be interest, what percent. The red is interest, blue is principal, and then this will just show you over the life of your loan. This is how much will be interest, how much will be principal, and basically the name of the game is you want to pay as little of the red stuff as possible. And then it just tells you, just kind of some final numbers. So I love this app. It's super cool. It really helped us to guesstimate, or have a very informed guess as to how much our payment is going to be. Now we actually haven't got to the point where we're closing on anything. We did put in a bid today, which we're excited about, but this was super useful to help us get there. So hopefully you guys find that useful. If you have any questions about it, feel free to send an email to staff@practicallyandroid.com. You can go ahead and leave a voicemail at 385-200-0140, or simply go to practicallyandroid.com, and on the top right hand corner of the website, if you're on the desktop view, there's a link that says Android questions. And as always, if you find these videos useful, pay attention to the ads that we have both on our website and on these videos, and click on them if they're to your liking, because that helps us out and it helps us be able to keep bringing these awesome videos for you guys. But that's it for today. We appreciate you guys, and remember, for a more practical life, practicallyandroid.com. Take care, y'all.